Hey everybody, welcome to the first stream, official stream. You've seen me do some testing on here, but this is going to be the first official stream. Today I'm going to complete the new missions for the new arc. To me, the arc has been a mixed bag so far. I think I'm going to like the officers, but I don't think much else in this thing. First of all, let's look at the new building. I did buy the day one pack and I got it up to level 36, and that was with a couple of pulls that I've done since then. And what I chose to do was to focus on the Mona V so I could complete that loop. And what's cool about it, once you complete the mastery, you never have to do the Mona V anymore, and I get this pull every day, so it's like getting all pull of everything, so that's not bad. I wish it had some G6 materials in here, but it doesn't. I do get my Sigma. This is the only reason I do the loop anyway, is for this, but now I'm done with it, and I'm working on the tally next. You can see I've got, let's go back to this. See, I've got 2 more tiers and we'll get left with that. So I should be done with that by Saturday from the drip. I'm not going to invest any more cash into this. This is all it gets. And the only reason I did it was so I could compete in the event for this, and also get my Mona V, because it's going to, the money that I invested to get the pack, well, I'll make that back in a week, or maybe 2 weeks. Because I got stuff in the pack that I needed, and it's going to give me this Sigma every day. But to me, besides the Sigma, like I said, I'm not going to worry about leveling this up. There are some efficiencies that you get, but I never trust Scopely's math on any of these. Do they truly give you whatever percentage that it shows? You know, right now at 36, okay, I get a 160%. So you know it's Scopely's math. So who knows what the real percentage is? And you get, you know, so it's okay, but am I going to go buy some more packs and tear it out? No. Like I said, I'm just going to do the daily drip from here out, and when it gets where it gets there. And let's go back to the missions. Okay, I've already went into the archives here and already redeemed them. I ran the one that popped on the first day already, but you can see I've done a little bit of cabinets of Q and Q where, you know, I've done some of those already, and this is the 3rd mission. But what I do most of the time is I'll take these missions as far as the defeat hostiles, and then I'll wait till I get more than one. So you can see I've got defeat hostiles on both of these. I don't like to waste my time hitting these low hostiles, because there's no purpose for them for me. So what I usually do is I get 1 or 2 of these together like that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Talios. Let's see if I get it. Yeah, I got it cleaned like I want. I was making sure I had him in there. And we're gonna head over to one of those systems. I'm gonna hit the hostiles I need, clear both of those, and then I can proceed further into the thing. So like I said, I don't like to waste that. I'll go ahead and I can use. Anybody can always use these probes in here, so why not? So I'm going to go in here and clear both of those conditions, and I'll pick one of them, try to complete it, and then do the others. You're going to watch me do this tonight. And if I have time tonight, I'm going to go into the Gorn system and do some grinding in there for the rack refiner because I'm low on that material. I don't know if I'm going to do that on the stream or not. Okay, let's go in here and bust our hostiles. See, doing this, I'm not getting whatever those low hostiles are going to give me. I think it's going to probably be regular mats. I'm at a place in my ops level, I don't need regular mats. I mean, not regular mats, regular resources. I don't need them anymore. And especially a small amount that those ships are going to give me. So I'm going to go ahead and get something I can use and clear the mission at the same time. I do these on the regular missions too, unless it specifies a system of hostile I have to grind. I'm not going to go into not grinding the system where it tells me unless it tells me. Sometimes I'll even wait till I do my dailies so I can do kind of triple dip there. But I'm not going to do that tonight because I want to go ahead and clear some of these missions out, see if I can clear them all. I like to do them the first day, but there were some issues going on yesterday, and I really didn't have the time to do it. I barely got my dailies and the huge mission that was there on the day or event, the missions are not word there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear the second one, so I got a few more of those, and I'll just leave my pallet here. Missions. I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. Okay. And I'll send this to my crowd. That's kind of obsolete for me too. I've already finished all the highways or the stuff that uses that loot. I can still do like the shuttle missions that uses that, but most of the time it doesn't pay out anything I want. I'll go in there and look later on, but I think I will just be storing a whole bunch of it like I already have. Yeah, on the other mission you have to mine some stuff, so be aware of that. You have a miner ready to go. I'm not a huge fan of these missions, but they do give you sometimes officer shards or stuff that you need into the game, so I always try to do them right away so I got whatever I'm going to get from them. But I would, like I said, it's kind of cool some of the little missions that you do on these, but pretty much boring, pretty much. But I want the resources. And I got any extra officer shards I can do by doing these missions, or maybe get some materials for the building, or being able to tier up those tiers inside the building, you know, for the ships, you know, that would be nice too. Now I gotta go here. It's kind of like, if I wasn't streaming, sometimes I would send more than one of these at the same time, but it's kind of confusing. Unless you're on doing it here, you wouldn't be able to just read and see what's going on. Why they don't have the little tab that where you don't have to go out and then come back in. Normally a little button will go across and you can just tap it, but it's not doing it tonight for some reason. Yeah, right now I'm shopping for a new alliance. I had to leave the alliance I was in because none of them were interested in doing or at least the ones that I needed in my bracket for the you know, 7. You have to have either be 7 above or 7 below. I couldn't find. I had a hard time getting matches. So, and I had a couple of members of my alliance totally trashing the mechanics. So a lot of people were not interested in doing them. So after starting with the second one, I had issues finding people that wanted to do the matches, which didn't make sense because the first round of these, the very first one, we had multiple 60 op squads going, and it just doesn't make any sense. But I got fed up with it Monday night and dropped, and right now I'm not in an alliance. You see a tag on me, but that's just so I can do solo armadas, which doesn't make sense. Why would you need to be in an alliance to do a solo armada? But that's the genius of the people who designed this game. That they kind of force you to be in an armada. I mean, they kind of force you to be in an alliance whether you want to or not. So I did some wave defenses with some guys that I'm thinking about joining again. I was in their alliance before when it was called something different before the server merge, and they're eager for me to come and help them out over there and be a part of their thing for a while. And I might do that. I'm not in a hurry until Monday to see if I can find another alliance with guys that actually want to play. And you said, well, you're off 66. It's going to be hard to find. Well, in the alliance I was in, we had, counting me, we had 22 off 60s. And there should not be a time where I have to wait hours in the queue for somebody to join me. And it happened to me ever since they changed the format to 3-on-3 instead of 5-on-5. And I just got fed up with it. There's too many. It's a completely free mechanic. You don't have to buy directives or entries into it. You don't pay for repairs to your ship. If you get in a bad matchup, so what? You got to go to the next one, And that's, there's the tab I was looking for a while ago. It didn't come out. But it's been kind of frustrating because I think the rewards in that faction is worth doing a hard involvement to it. Be very active in that thing. Get as many missions as you can, because like I said, all of them are not going to be in your favor. And then there are going to be times where you go into one where you should win, but those guys got their things together and they can beat you just because they can outplay you. You know, even me at Op 66, I've got a Tier 9, almost Tier 10 Klingon Explorer, you know, Op 66. And when I come up against a 70 ship, these guys have learned that they can put speed crews in their Op 70 ships, and even a high tier rare has little chance to kill them. And it's really hard because they're sitting there running these speed crews and you can't really do anything about it, even with a pretty high tiered rare. And it's just the way it goes. You get a bad matchup, you know, suck it up and go to the next one. You know, you don't quit. But evidently, like I said, with the people that in the alliance that I was in, that was the problem. There was really about, I don't know, maybe 5 of us that were engaged in the thing on last Monday, and if you had to be online or couldn't get into the squad when they started it, then I was out of luck. I spent the last, from a little bit after 7 o'clock all the way to 11 o'clock in the queue waiting for one person to join. And that was the last straw for me. It's weird that they're doing this Generations storyline with this. Really, it looks like they are. Let's finish this one. Okay, there's a hostile one. I'm gonna hold on to that one. I'll go back and see if I get another one. If they take hostiles out, then so right now I've got a made up alliance, just so I can do my G6 solo armadas, pretty much. It's not going to be a permanent thing until I decide what I'm going to do, because what I was doing before wasn't working out. Do these missions. yes, once you, we'll go back to this. Someone has asked a question about the building. Let's go back to the building. Okay. Music off of okay, so once you get in the building, any of these ships, you unlock all these. Once you get to the mastery, then you get these pulls every day. So like, I will never do this one. This one will never be done. And like I said, probably the only two that I'm going to do is going to be the Talios, so I can get these pulls every day. And I've already did this for the Monavine. But yes, every day from the very first pull, like you see in 13 hours and 30 minutes, I'm going to get this pull every day. That's really the only reason to unlock this building. And you know, some of you that like to free play it or progress play, whatever, I would seriously think about buying the unlock for this, or the materials where you can unlock it and tier it up to. I think you have to tier, like this one, you have to tier the building up to 30, and that day one pack got me like to 34, I think. And I think it would be worth it from all the resources you're going to get every day. It's going to make itself. Plus, like I said, I don't know about the regular pack, but the day one pack had Sigma in the pack itself, so I got more of it, the stuff that I actually need. I do think it was worth getting the day one pack and also tiering this up to 12 so I could unlock the mastery, because you're going to get this every day. You know, those are decent, especially the Parasteel and the titanium or whatever. You're gonna use these every day, you know, or I mean not every day, but they're gonna stack up. So when you get to the mats events at the end of the week, you probably got one building unlocked with that, or close to it. It'll help you out at least. See, I've already, before I bought this, I had $1.6 million. I got exactly what I had when I bought the building and started doing this. And since then, I tiered this building up, and also, let's see, my dock. I did one of my docks. And I also did this generator. Basically, what I got in the pack, what I've got the last couple of days, was enough for me to do 2 building upgrades. So, well, puts me in the exact same spot that I was before I even logged on Tuesday. So, the pools that I got, because I tiered it up, you know, when I went over there, I did get some extra pools when I was tearing it up. But this one here, so I wouldn't, on this particular one, if you're going to try to master this, don't do a pull till you're done, because this one's on a timer, whether the buildings at tier, you know, don't make any kind of pulls on these. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you might not be able to. Let me go over to the tally. I don't think you can do it until you get, yeah, you can't do it at the master level, but I looked at it when I tiered the building up, thinking maybe I would get another pull on it. No, it's 24 hours regardless of the building. So keep that in mind. Because some of these refineries, every time you tear the building up, if I had enough to tear it up right now, it would not reset that. You know, some of the refineries do reset when you upgrade the building, not that one. Let's get back to the missions. Like I said, I'll wait until the hostile one. I will wait until I get a chance multiple, and not waste my time doing, multiple hostile runs. But the officers look interesting. I don't know how good they're actually going to be. But the thing that most interests me is they have below deck ability. I don't know how good they're going to be in the act. Here's another trick you can do. I don't want to recall the ship, so I have to bring it right back for the next mission. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my Enterprise D. Put it back inside. That's where the shield went down for me. And you can see it cleared it for me. Now I'm still in the basic area where all the mission stuff's going to be. I'll have to fly back. I can put it in my system. Well, that didn't work out like I hoped it would. I had a really good time with incursions this last one. The last couple were bore fests. We actually found a server that was worse than we are about moving and shielding. We ran up a big score that they couldn't catch up to. They tried, but it didn't work out too good. I'm not bragging because we've gotten beat so many times at those incursions. We got people that just don't care about, they won't move and shield in a safe space anywhere. So I mean, I used to look forward to the incursions. Try to even block my schedule so I could play. There have been times where I played all 24 hours. I used to love that, and then it just got to the point where we had no chance to catch up because we had so many people that never, from the start, did not move. We got vaulted. A lot of our games spent us trying to keep people off of other people's base, and I don't get it. We've done it so many times. It should be automatic by now. But some people are just clueless. But for once, like I said, once we found a server that's worse, it's worse at it than we are. I used to joke in my alliance and said that we were Starfleet Fleet Command's bank. So anytime that we had one of these incursions, we made made the other server rich with all the resources we gave out. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that inline mission out. I'm gonna have to go on online and to one of the databases and see if I can get some more information, because it doesn't. When you click on there, there's no place, and I've never heard of the resource that thing's asking for. I don't know. To me, the inline missions are important because they do pay out a lot of resources, especially the combat mission. I don't know how many times that helped me out getting dilithium before I went to 60s. That helped complete so much of my research. It's unbelievable. Yes. Yes. They wanted a lot, didn't they? Some of the lower players will have a hard time paying some of that out. Good, I got some stuff. Those are the only ones that I can collect officers for, is the ultras. Of course, that new galactic, but they don't give those away very often. I gotta tell you that weekly pack for those are getting more and more attractive, especially getting some of these harder to source officers that are in there. That might be something I'm going to do more often. I haven't done it yet. I haven't bought one of those. Even though I'm a Op 66, I don't spend as much money as a lot of you might think I do. I won't lie to you and try to be one of these guys that tends to be free to play or anything like that, but as you can see, I've got all these resources. I save them for the weekend for those leaderboards. I don't make upgrades during the week very often. The ones that I did today are these resource buildings. And they're where I'm at now. They've gone back to using only commons and not uncommons, so we're not scoring the leaderboard event anyway doing them. And I still probably wouldn't have done them unless I start. Now that I got this drip, I'll probably be able to knock one of those off a week before I get that out. But anyway, I'll show you what I mean. I'll go to inside my base. Like all these, like the extra docks that you bought. This one here, all Sigma. But I couldn't update this dock and get points during the leaderboard event. See, I may do this after I do that, maybe by Friday when I make the pool. I think I'm going to update this so I can get these up. See, I've got most of my building inside up to 66, as you can see, the important building. When I say important, to upgrade this ops building, you can't see upgrading, waiting for that to time out. So I'm going to go to 67. See, that's what I'll do. I'll start these and let it mostly time out. Some of the Sigma speed ups that I win and stuff, I'll use some of those to make it shorten it, but I won't. There's no way I could have spent the lat. I think it was like 49 days or something like that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, one day cost you 1.5 million in lat. There's just no way I was going to spend that kind of lat to upgrade this building. I try to do as much of it as I can. You can see I've got this, the dock. got Doc G in, cooking out. I'm gonna let it cook out. That's why the one thing I did do when I went up to Aux 60, and this is something I think I put in my guide, I suggest going ahead and buying this fourth builder that they came out, it was last year or whatever. But I thought I would never need it because the regular ones I got speed up galore for the regular, pre-60 stuff or 60 stuff even. But like here, I could do one of these, and I got enough speed ups that even though it's 114 days, I got enough speed ups where I wouldn't have to spend any lat on that. But I'm not. So you can see I've got most of my building. The only thing I need to work on in here, I need to get the scrap up to 66 probably, because it's going to ask me when these ladder deal is going to throw a curveball on me and probably make me upgrade it. And you can see I've got all my research buildings and science buildings are all 66. Of course my academy can get to have that, and my shuttle. But that was one of the things going to one thing that you had to do to build the academy. You had to have this shuttle bay building to 66 as well before you could even do the stuff that you want to do. And that's a dead mechanic for me, and it really hurts that I got to continue to upgrade a building that's a dead mechanic. And it really sucks that they do that to you. I mean, all these buildings are useless too. The only one that's not is my refinery, and it's tied to this building. See, look right here, common. I couldn't do this during the weekend and count anything for me. It would just use up these resources, and I'm not going to do that on the weekend. I'll probably wait until the next event that scores on points, like a domination event. The one that they have in the battle pass is too easy to win. I'll just go find one of the ships that I made to scrap and tear it up a little bit, and it'll give me what I do. I'm talking about like when they have one of the arc events where it's like a domination event where it counts on power and doesn't use mats is the guy. That's why these got built up this far. Otherwise, these would all be like this one here, because you don't really need C through H. You don't need C through H to be tiered up that much. I just did it so during one of those events I could score and not use up my regular mats. But let's go back to the missions. So, let's see, let's go back. When they're all people a couple days, you gotta be careful. I've done that before where I thought I acquired the mission target and ended up killing somebody's ship by accident. lot of times, mostly that's the mainline missions. But I think this one, these ARC missions do that all the time. When you go back, it puts it right in front of your station again. But how are you guys liking, any of you watching right now, how are you liking this ARC? For me, I think it's a mixed bag. Like I said, I don't know how good the offer. I think what's going to make or break this ARC for me is going to be how good these officers are. And it does help me that they're Explorer officers, so it'd be but I don't know if they're better than the ones we got. You know, look at the you know, sometimes it's until you actually use them. You know, okay, they're going to go multi-part. They didn't do like they did the last few ARCs, where when you bought the mission, you had to buy part 1 and part 2. So this looks like it's going to go maybe part 10 on this particular mission, and you're not having to do it. You get one free when you I think it was when you unlock the gift that had the stuff for the building and also had a mission. I've already ran that mission. I was going to do some of this last night, but I got too busy. And I had to go to the doctor. I had to go to my cardiologist today. I had a lot of testing done, and I decided when I was at the cardiologist to go ahead and maybe stream tonight and do these missions. I've got a lot of ideas for some new content for the regular stuff like I usually do. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do them. I haven't really figured out the new hostile yet. The crew that I'm using is working, but I think there might be a better way to do it. And I've listened to a few of the crews that on Discord and one of the content creators version. I think there are better ones than the ones that they're using too. But I don't know how much I'm going to engage with the new chaos tech or whatever. There's only one of those that really intrigued me. The other two are, I don't know that are necessary. And I think there's one that we can earn through the battle pass. And then they had one in the store for $9 or $10. It's $9.99. And I did get that and was able to level it up. I think it's tier 3 maybe, from just what I had. Because I made 2 pulls. I didn't know what that stuff was for yesterday, but I went ahead and hit those hostiles and made a pull. And I made a pull today, so I had 2 pulls and whatever came with the pack that was for $9.99. So I was able to take it up, I think, to tier 3. I put it on a ship that I'd used to grind them before. I saw no difference in how many that I hit with it. It didn't do a lot for me. I don't know about the $100 ones, the cannon, which is one that I'll probably invest in. But the other two, I'll have to go and see which one. I haven't looked at the battle pass very hard to see which one is coming free. But I know that the battle cannon, I will just have it because it's a PvP technology, and we don't have enough of those in the game right now. See, I don't know if the strategy would be to double dip on one of the ships that you already got the forbidden technology on, or use it for one of the ships you lack one of those on. So I'm gonna have to play with the strategy and see which one I think does the most damage, because I can see both scenarios working out where you can use it for, like, you got a fourth ship, but or I guess a fifth ship, because you got the other PvP one that's not faction related. But I don't know, because I can right now on mine I have one on here, the Klingon one on here, the one on my board cube, the Federation one on this one, and I also have the Romulan on my Navarre. So, and I've got the slip on my Rotaran, you know, with the play to put it on my Interceptor here, or not my Interceptor, my Explorer here, and double dip, or put it on one that I need one on. So, I don't know. I think I might put it on my Enterprise D to see how good it is first. You know, without having any other, the forbidden technology to muddy to see how good that thing actually is. And then you can decide, hey, you know, it's significant, then you can put it on one of your best ship and say, okay, you know, with the other forbidden technology, you know, really hit somebody hard. I don't know, it's just going to be trial and error for me at least. Okay, see, I got 2 officer shards. This is really the only reason I do these. That, and sometimes it'll give me, one of these might give us some of the building materials too. But far as hearing about the stories or whatever, that doesn't really. But I thought it was weird that they had the one from the Generations movie in with Q here. That really makes very little sense. Okay, you get a. Yeah, there's something wacky going on tonight. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at my cause down there. I'm gonna go out. When it goes out, I'm gonna lose shield. What? I guess I didn't stop it. I'm too close to that system. I'm gonna freak somebody out. When I accidentally popped it and stopped it from warping out, the shield went down slightly. Which is weird. They did something yesterday to the game where they had to have that hot fix done this morning. They were saying it was something about the ship officer strength or something, but Monday it did act a little bit wacky when I was doing you know, doing stuff. I don't know if because the combat missions were running, I mean the combat arena was running. I don't know if that was the case, but the game was kind of laggy yesterday. More than normal. I know you don't say it's always got lag. I'm just talking more than normal. There are times where when I was grinding hostile, I had to double acquire them. Now I got 2. So let's go ahead and back to our tally. close to a full cargo bay full of the probes, so I kill two birds with one stone here. It's something I actually need. I am curious once I do the mastery thing, will all that finery go away just like the Monavine one did? Because I noticed that the officers that are in the uncommon, rare, and epic officers aren't in that pool. So I'm wondering if you're going to be able to. But what it looked like of what it was in there had the expansion cube materials. I look like that was all expansion cube stuff. So maybe that goes away, which is good for that. That was a bad mechanic. Not because of the actual mechanics, just because of the way they scored it and how many of those you would have to kill just to open a box. It's ridiculous. Even when you got to the point where I was hitting the highest ones in the game, I was still having to, I think, hit 3 or 4 of those before I could even open the first, tier of the boxes. And then the cooldown was so insanely long. I mean, I think a lot of times the people who design this stuff don't really play this game or understand how the game is played. Because it's like these G6 solo armadas. They score really, low compared to what you need to make pools, and they also have way too long cooldowns on them. I would engage with them a lot harder if their cooldowns were lessened. So now what I do is I go ahead and do the uncommons every night, and then I'll do the rares on Thursday when they have the event for that ship we got last part, the Validator or whatever. Yeah, that that is the most useless ship in the game. And the refinery's not that great. If somebody told me they weren't going to engage with that at all, I wouldn't blame them. The only thing that you really miss out on is Lorca, skill points, and those officers. But for me, I've got a few of those officers that are offered, tiered out already, so almost every pull I get is transporter patterns. So the ones I actually need in that group, I've been unlucky to draw any of those. So I mean the refinery's okay, but I think I could live without it, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to, okay, I'm full. Why didn't it show me a little thing where it shows me? I'll send it back. I'll just finish both of these. So yeah, I'm getting in a few days that goes away. I won't ever need to grind these again when I tear out the Calios, except for maybe the bit that makes this good probes. It's really weird they're doing this generations thing. It is. I don't remember it. I'll have to go back and look at that movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. I don't remember Q being involved with that movie, but I might be wrong. But you notice that they have the villain in that movie in the screenshot for the opening now. So somewhere in these arcs we're going to have something to do about him. Is it going to be in part 2? Or it's going to be maybe something added mid-arc? So be aware of that. We're going to look to show one. Plug. Guys, I don't have that pulled up on here, so I'm not ignoring it. If you ask a question in the chat, I'm not ignoring it. I'm just playing the game, and I actually had to pull up YouTube to do it. But there is an overlay on it, but it takes up too much room. I probably need to do it on my streaming laptop. See if on there, but I haven't done that. I had it on there originally. I don't know what happened to the. I think I might have to reopen that tool. Like I said, this is kind of the last minute thing. I decided that this morning to do a stream tonight on the cardiologist around 3 o'clock today. But I did get good news. I was pretty fearful. I have a heart condition. I've been having issues. I think you've heard some of the ones on, if you watch this channel very often. I had a situation where my medicine is starting to become less effective. And I ran a bunch of tests. And I got glowing results from my heart department. There's something else that they found in the blood work they want me to look at. It's nothing really to worry about right now, but I am going to have to see another doctor. They'll have him do another test to make sure that it's just not an anomaly or whatever. I mean, it wasn't enough to where my cardiologist was alarmed, but she asked me if I would go to an internal medicine doctor and have him run a certain couple of tests. But I was sure that I was as bad I was feeling like a month ago. I thought for sure that I was going to get a lot of bad news today. But echo sonogram thing that they did. She was real happy with what she saw there. And I had to wear a heart monitor harness for 2 weeks. And what really made her happy with what she saw was that I didn't have but 2 little AFib things, and they were minor that whole time. Yeah, we got 2 more shards. That's the only reason I do. For me, that's like I said, the only reason I do it. Because I don't think that we'll see what their awards are here in a minute. Yeah, those resources for a low player than what they asked for. Well, maybe they're scaled up because I'm a higher player. I hope that. I hope some guy doesn't have to sit there and mind all night long just so he can pay those donations for this thing. On my server, at least, that everybody in our that have been playing and are in the right economy here, we have no problem with it. I'm just talking about the lower servers. Actually, if there's anybody on my server that had to mind to pay those things, you're just not playing enough. Like you can see, I have my combat mission tree completely done until we go to G7, and my shipyard, when I go to Ops 67 and build my shipyard, is the next one there. And this one here is the only one I got left at 66, and that's kind of the general mission tree. You usually have 3. You got the general mission tree, you got the one that asks you to build stuff, and you got a combat mission tree. Intercept the 6 cultist transmission. You know, I looked through this message. This is what you can do if you don't know. You go back and look at this stuff. I went and read through this hard because when I click on it, it doesn't give me a location, so I don't know where these transmissions are. I favored it. Let me go back and unfavor it. Okay, let's go back to the Q mission. Okay. Looks like we're getting close to finishing. This will lag out. And we'll start the third one and see if there is one where it asks us to do hostiles, and then we'll do that and go back to the one that's the other one. That must be the third mission. That's a glitch. Showed me in the system that I'm not, and warping out and then coming back. Oh, I love this game sometimes. Yeah, that's the third mission. Oh, good. Now I got another hostile, so I can send them. See if we can triple it up. I'm sure one of these is going to ask for hostiles too. time consuming, but like I said, you did get 2 shards of the general key or whatever, admiral key or whatever, commodore key. I'm kind of surprised that I think I got 3 now. Now, if it was closer to daily time, I could sit there and actually wait for my dailies. And do my dailies and clear them out. Yeah, look at the deal with the shield there. I'm glad I'm recording this. Maybe I can download it and send it to Scope and tech support. But I wouldn't hold my breath. There's still way. It's not as bad. It's not as bad on. I've noticed on the PC, but on my iPad. iPhone, anytime you go to do ship crew changes, I always have a bug. And they're pretty severe bugs, because most of the time you have to restart the app to clear them out. Some of them are minor bugs where you just have to go back to the main screen and click on your ship again, but still, man, these bugs have been in some of these bugs have been in the game for multiple years now. And I've put in so many tickets for those because they burned me a few times where I couldn't get to my ship when I needed to, or change my crew in one of the ships fast enough to go do something. That's something I would really like. 'Cause I play with my iPad and want to do this my PC that I'm on right now. And a lot of even my earlier videos on my channel, most of those recorded off my iPad, not like what I'm doing tonight. I hope they really, the next one they add to this building that you can master and never have to do them again. I hope the Gorn ship is the next one. And I hate that route the worst of the one we got going right now. And if I really want to refill my refinery, I have to make 2 ones. One with the Gorn ship and one with my Rotaran, because the Gorn ship pretty much does the apex loot, and the regular ship pretty much gets what you need for the regular Gorn loot. You need both of those for the refinery, so yeah, so I don't like having to make multiple grinds for something like that. I think I got them, both of them now. Hopefully, yeah, good. Let's do the part 9 one. So get rid of it. Just one more mission to complete that. Hoping this is helping you guys out, helping you clear these missions out faster by doing this little trick and showing you with the hostiles. And like I said, most everyone needs that, those board probes anyway, so it kind of gives you 2 birds with 1 stone type of thing. You know, I guess I could have went up there and took my Rotaran and went up into Gorn space and done them, but I'm low on both refineries, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I should only have one more part of it. I definitely want to see the final. See what the final, yeah, more officer shards, heck yeah. You say, well, that's only one, but believe me, there's been times where I finished my leaderboards and I needed 1 or 2 shards to unlock, or to cheer the guy up the next bill and have to wait for the next event store actually do it. So yeah, every shard to me counts. I'll just put a little secret if you don't know. Maybe the most important currency in the game is the officers. Written officers. If there's any event or leaderboard event that offers the officer shards, unless like sometimes some of these events will have a officer already have 2 out, well, that event's not working. This one's asking for hostiles. So let's go back to our alley. You said we can wait until we download. I want to finish that. But yes, this is me. Like I said, sometimes they'll give you something for the ship if they got a new ship in. I'm surprised that I think maybe I got a little bit of stuff for the building first that I already did before I went online. Well, yeah, thank you guys for watching it too. You know, anytime that on any of the videos, comment there's something that you would like to see how an Op 66 does it. We'll be glad to show you. Yeah, I have second thoughts of not streaming during incursions, but like I said, the last few of them have been so boring. And there were some big lags in this past one. It started off hot and it ended hot for me. Like I went and cracked like 3 bases open for the people on my lines. I got some of that while I was fighting them off, but then it got to the point where my job was to kill the people trying to stop the other guys from doing it. And plus, I don't need the resources. Just basically, I think I still got like 12 or something on Raider, but I didn't really try that hard. I was mostly cracking bases and helping people out that had problems with some of the other players that were higher ops in the server. And I had so many 911 calls that day. I ended up staying awake for 26 hours because I worked nights and I had a weird deal where I woke up like Friday morning. I woke up like at 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3 o'clock, 3:30, somewhere in there. And I didn't go to sleep until I think it was past 4:30 Saturday morning. We had the daylight savings time thing going. Really, or I guess it was No, it was Sunday morning. Oh my gosh, it was Sunday morning when I actually went to sleep. Saturday, I can't remember. No, I guess it was Saturday we had incursions. And I don't know, whenever, man. My days, I worked this week. This is my first night off. All my days, we had some issues with the rain and stuff at work. Been like a long thing. I'm gonna sleep really good tonight, but I stayed up I figured it up. It was over 26 hours. And those last 2 hours before I went to sleep was like the most intense. The other server found a base. They thought they were going to make a crack on our score on, and they had a Ops 67 and an Ops 69 guarding it. And I went in there, me and another one of my alliance members, went there and broke it up. And then my friend that's in Ops 68 got woken up early and caught the chatter in the launch chat, came with his 2 cubes and kind of closed it out for those guys. But I went from like 8th in power destroyed to number 1, untouchable number 1, just off of a, I don't know, 45 minute exchange with those 2 dudes. It was pretty fun. I was glad that our surgery finally didn't just totally crush us from the first hour, like usually how it is. Yeah, there have been times when a bunch of us at night when we got bases that they didn't have like 24-hour shields or 12-hour shields or whatever, and they ran out in the middle of the night. Pulled out a Hail Mary, but those are few and far between. That's what those guys were trying to do. That's why they were there after the garden, while their lower players were emptying that base. I don't think, in hindsight, I don't think that guy had enough resources to take him over the top. But it sure defeated him when we took it away from him, and we had guys on our server going in there and cleaning that base out while they had to sit there and watch. That was pretty fun. But this last one made incursions fun again. I said, you got that point where, I'd go on the other side and I'm going to find a guy that had enough base big enough to worth cracking and doing the raiding. Yeah, back before I was an Op 60, or I guess Op 61 is when you go to Sigma. I used to get a large portion of my upgrade resources and during incursions. I mean, that's all I did was raid, and I would get an occasional PvP battle, but that's all I did for 24 hours. Go out and look for bases and raid. And one thing something you can do if you're doing that and you're below Op 60, one thing you can do to also help you out is usually the deals on, especially the incursions on the weekend. If you got like a Saturday or a man event, you sit there and do upgrades and lower yourself in case something happens and you lose internet while you're unshielded or something. They can't take it from you. That's what I used to do. I would use it down as soon as I could. And I guess part of that time, I wasn't as competitive on the leaderboard event as I am now. I was always goal-oriented, where I was more worried about going to certain ops levels so I could get a ship than what I was doing on the weekend. But I kind of shifted my game when that became more the best way to source your officers is through the leaderboard events. For certain officers, some of them they sell in the store, but you know what I mean. So I really started focusing on the leaderboard events during the strike team era of the arcs. Before that, not so much. But it became important to me, especially on officers that I wanted to score okay. But lost account there, but like I said, I can take it off tally back. It's full. If I get another one, I might go ahead and load my change places and put my turn here and go up in the door space. Because like I said, I do need to burn those out tonight. So I think this is going to be the... What if they have another leg here? Nope. Got my shard here. Okay, let's go to this one. So I've got 2 of the 4 missions that we got for this arc I've done. This is fine. I'm going to fix this. See, with the slip on there, I can take my mechanic at 66. Well, I should have put my loop crew on I'm going to make some bridge change. I'm going to put E. Picard and Janeway on there. The Kirk brothers and E. Day are my best DVD crew. But those new hostiles that they have, they work, but I know I've heard that they're a lot more they were supposed to be a lot more powerful. Let me tell you, they are. The first part of the second mission done. let's go back to the localization, get ready for a bumpy ride here. I'm just gonna do it. Clear localization, and you should get that. That wasn't too awful. And you see, no, it's still showing me I'm winning. Good deal. Showed that I cleared that 170 milestone a whole bunch of times, as you guys just saw. It tells me looks like I only got one mission left, so I might have to put a ticket in with this. Let's see what happens when I clear this out. And luckily, while we're doing that, my Rotarian got into one space. Now, always, it doesn't matter whether you're doing PvP or PvE, you want to focus on the ships that you have the triangle on always. So I'm going to be going for the battleships. And if I run out of battleships, I can go ahead and hit the interceptors. I'm going to get less hull damage, but the least amount of hull damage I'm going to get is on battleships. I don't know if somebody's come in here and cleaned these out already. It looks like I got a lot more of the other ones when I do this, but sometimes once you start grinding, we'll start spawning a little bit faster. Like here's just two that came in the system. Yeah, I try to do work where I get the least amount of hull damage so I can take the most of this hostile. And the reason why I went with Picard instead of the Kirk brothers is because of the card's captain ability. It gives you a loot boost. And also got the doctor below. And you have to be careful. When I was showing some of the grinding videos, I always get a guy that will tell me he's getting more rep or whatever per hit, but if I last in the system, and I do, he's doing 30 hostiles because he's taking so much damage, and I'm doing 200 hostiles. Who's getting the most rep? Okay, you know what I'm saying? You may throw in, because you can't weaken yourself to the point where you're not efficient grinding in the system anymore. You need a balance of that. Get the most rep you can with it being the most efficient. And you say, why you got a lot bigger ships than the Rotarian now, why are you using this one? Simple. It doesn't use signal resources. You can see the way I got it crewed in right now, I'm not taking on it. I'm hitting 66 hostiles here. And I'm not taking much hull damage at all. But I tried that with the new hostiles. I almost died on after the first one. I mean, I had like a third of my hull left after one shot. So I had to move down a little bit to make sure I could affect the grind. But then I tried with my board cube. It did better. I was able to stay in that system but not move up. So there's got to be there's going to be some kind of trick with some weird crew that's going to do it. I've got an idea of the next one I'm going to use. I'm going to use the same crew that I was using before. Before I did that, where I'm using Fat Mud, Bro Mud, and E-Data. If you want to hit numbers on these things, then that's the way to go with the Gorn. But if you're looking for loot, this is the one, and that's what I'm doing this for the most part. Okay, let's go back to the mission. I already saw it click off. Okay, let's see what next one is. Okay, let's send ship. You see, what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be getting done 2 of the grinds I needed to do tonight, and I'm getting the mission done. Like I said, I may end up having to put a ticket because it like a glitch on that 170 milestone, and then it's not showing it completed on the event, even though obviously it was. Okay, more resources. Yeah, I can see for a low player, these are going to, like I said, I'm hoping for the lower players that they don't get a 10 million donation hit up on this thing and have to mine just so they can play this. See that the boards are the same. I don't know why they do that. Okay. Yeah, I remember that one. There was one mission that he had to. Mine an insane amount of titanium to clear that mission. I mean, it literally took you days to go up there and mine to get it. Which is so sad about. I can take my Silky and one of those and suck it up like it was nothing now. But then, I think I was using don't know. I don't even know if I was a higher player enough that I had the Nova yet. It was like, I can't remember what the number was. It was an insane amount. So much that one of the content creators objected to it from the Stokely guys. Glad they added the strike to So what's going to be cool about that when I get the tally done, I'm going to get queen shards every day, so it's going to be pretty quick to figure it out, you know. I mean, I already got the other two figured out, but I'm not queen. What's cool about that is it's not a fixed thing. You get the chance, just like it. So you could get the big pool, or you could get the little pool. But the daily pool, either way, man, it's pretty awesome. I think that's really the biggest reason why I'm going to do it. Because I clear the queen out, but I do need huge shards, so I'm hoping the whole Talios. Look to me, when you look at that pack, it's only the expansion cube pack and all the other stuff in there. Because there wasn't any command center stuff where you get those resources were not in it. Because I don't believe that the expansion cube has that in its pack either. It'd be nice to retire that mechanic and only do it during events. And you said, why not just do all of the ships? Because those are dead mechanics for me now. There's nothing with the Botany Bay that's ever going to. And there's an event that to upgrade your Botany Bay and use it to mine. I'm not interested in any way of doing that event. And I'll give you another clue. Back when that ship was relevant, I used to go in there and hunt the LPC miners anyway. If you saw where my Botany Bay is, you'd be shocked how low that thing is. But basically, once I got through the part of the game where I think it might have been an inline mission where you had to build the Botany Bay and mine with the Botany Bay and do an upgrade with the Botany Bay. Once I got through with that, that ship has never been out of my dock since. For anything. I might get done with return to station. So this is part 4 or part 5. Part 4 is what we got working on this. One of these getting back. This one's back now, but I'll show you my Botany Bay. I started playing the game during or was aware of the stuff. You know, early on, you're not part of all the main part of the arc and stuff until I think you're somewhere in the 20s. I know that one of my nephew's accounts was able to do some of the stuff in the arc, and the other one wasn't. He was at 18. His son was level 8. It's higher than what I thought it was. I thought it was probably at level 6. And you know what? I think not too long ago during one of the extended things, I was running out of ships. I think I might have actually put it in the dock and upgraded it. But this sucker's never, like you see, I can upgrade it now. You know what? I'll do it while I'm here and score for the event. Oh, turret. I thought it was a lot lower than that. I wanted to bet money I could hit with 2.6, but I do remember when I was scrapping trying to get some points any way I could. I think I pulled this sucker out and got the G3. Knock this one off. We got one more leg and then we'll log off for the night. One more leg. Oh, it's right outside the base. That worked out. And done. See, he did tear it out. It shows me completed, but you saw a while ago, it showed I needed 2 more tiers. I'm done now. Done with the missions. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll do some more stuff like this going forward. Like I said, any questions, feel free to leave them. I think it closes the comments down when I stop the stream, but you can probably leave them in one of my other videos. I'll definitely see it. Until next time.